What's up, K-Mac Time? Adjust the brightness slider until the middle X above is barely visible against the black background. I always hate this. Like technically it's all the way over. And I can still see the X because I'm looking at it, right? Like, is that where it needs to be? What do you guys think? Or like there. Let's err on the side of caution. Have I ever played System Shock? I've technically played it. Have I ever beaten it? No. Did it crash? Okay. There it goes. Watch the movie.
Look, Daddy, it's you. Let's go out to play, Daddy. More angels, Daddy. This way.
Come with us, little girl.
You want some, big guy? Bigger they are, harder they are! Get out of here, freak!
There we are. He's perfectly safe. This is not your daughter. Do you understand? Her name is Eleanor, and she is mine. Now, kneel, please. Remove your helmet. Now, take the pistol. Place it against your head. Fire.
Yeah, I know the Lord Big Daddies. We'll get in that in a minute. So that is the intro to Bioshock 2. So somebody was asking, like, what's the lore of Big Daddies? Big Daddies are criminals cast out by society in an overpopulated prison system that Andrew Ryan basically bought. And Shu Shang came out and he grafted them into these suits to be protectors of little sisters. Little sisters are little girls that are overly abundant with Adam. Adam is this like gel that comes from the slugs that they found underwater from having a city that is underwater that will basically reconfigure the genetics of like humans so they can basically cast magic, right? So, but there's only so many slugs you can find. So there's only so much Adam to go around. And Adam is something that's just stored inside of you. So when somebody dies, the little sisters go and harvest the Adam and with their little needle gun. And all the people are addicted to Adam because he's got an addictive property. So they go after her like a crackhead. That's why 3 men were willing to stand up to a Big Daddy. And the Big Daddy's designed just to be the protector of little sisters, which just wasn't their primary role. Their original role was to be a prisoner that was extra strong, that would do that was stuffed in diving suits to repair Rapture itself. So like you see them with rivet guns, drills, things like that. It's because they were meant to walk outside of Rapture and do things and repair things as an automaton, which they were later processed to be protectors of little sisters. So this game, our little sister's name is Eleanor. Eleanor is the pro-so-called of Sophia Lamb, and she ended up making us shoot herself, which we were revived at the Vita Chamber. So now we're going to look for Eleanor Lamb. That's a big sister. Big sisters are the new enemy in this game. One of the newer enemies in this game.
Lesson 1, mop jockeys. You are under the ocean now. If you feel the soft patter of rain on your hat, you're already fired. Lesson 2. You can jumpstart a dead generator with a direct spark, but clear the guests out of the pool first. Scares these rich pricks to watch a working stiff hurling thunderbolts. You follow me?
See what I'm saying? Ozman, W Game Pimp, you should play the other two if you have it. I've played them extensively. Pot of meat gives you health. Drill fuel gives you drill fuel. The only time you use drill fuel is when you actually do the charge attack, which is that move.
Incurable. Just like I said. Hey, the more.
So let's talk about this. If you see on the sign it says 1540. In the original System Shock, that was the first code for the first door in the medical bay. And since then, These games were known as 1540 games. So every immersive sim you probably ever will play, this will be the first code as a Easter egg back to System Shock.
My husband is such a perfect idiot. Throws away all his spending money on gene tonics to affect a look of physical fitness. So he'll have an excuse to sit on his rear all day listening to radio serials. Steven, I tell him, you want to be fit? Come swim laps with me, the old-fashioned way. It's your mind that's atrophying. Maybe I'll start sneaking some brain boost into his daily regimen.
So once we enter here, this door right here is going to close. Lamb is watching.
Father.
Time to make that genetic pause. So the Big Daddy that you play in this game is an alpha series.
Daddy was sleeping for such a long time, and Eleanor has missed you. Find her and you'll be all better.
So you, as I was saying, you play an alpha series Big Daddy in this, which is one of the very first iterations of the Big Daddy. You ended up shooting yourself in 1958. The Bioshock 1 takes place in 1960. So you shoot yourself 2 years before Bioshock, and this takes place in 1968. So it's 10 years after you shoot yourself, somebody decides to revive you. But you're revived as the older Big Daddy, which means you have two hands and you're more human than some of the other Big Daddies that you'll run into. Rapture has already fallen at this point, and it basically, you're in the ruins of Rapture here. Like, almost nothing is working like it should be. Everything's in ruin. Andrew Ryan's already dead. And Fontaine, it no longer has a stranglehold. So, like, this is just anarchy. And in the anarchy, a leader has taken place, Sophia Lamb. Bear or tiger? In what situation? So let's walk over here. This Eve dispenser will give you unlimited Eve, so go ahead and max your Eve out right here. If you just wait a second, it refreshes. Yeah, he was revived by someone else. Somebody decided to revive him after he killed himself. So, Electrobolt to undo the lock. This shows you the shock and pop combo. So if you shock an enemy and you pop them, it will actually do more damage. And then you can just shock the generator to bring the power back online.
At last, a signal. You, who are bringing this dead city to life, listen. My name, it is Tenenbaum. I know who you are, and I am in much need of your help. Please, find me in the Atlantic Express train station.
You can see a Delta Series Big Daddy out there doing what Big Daddies are designed to do, which is basically do the city. They do it almost instinctively. They have no mind of their own. But since you're an Alpha Series, you still have your own identity. So what we were doing, all this puzzle was to open this door, which takes us to Adonis Luxury Resorts. If you remember, this is the place where we actually got killed at. This is what you call a Rosie. Rosie, the one with the drill's a bouncer. That's called a Rosie. Rosie is one of the... oh, not mean to do that. If you hold L1, you can press square to use the Eve Hypo. We'll grab the thing in just a second. See, in Rapture, they actually charged you $5 to use the bathroom. It's on every single one of them.
I'm surrounded by them, and yet they can tell I'm their better. This is still my home. Out!
So enemies that stand in water can actually take a lot of damage from your Electrobolt spell.
To my daughter, Eleanor, soon you will be born, and Rapture will be your home. You shall be raised as I was, to advance the common good through social psychiatry. This city's potential is immeasurable, Eleanor, yet our beliefs are unwelcome here. Life will be difficult, but the price of revolution is always dear. If we are patient with her, Rapture will come to us.
So let's talk about Rapture for a second, as we goes right while we're standing in front of the bathrooms. Rapture, the very first thing that you see in the first Bioshock game is no gods, no kings, only man. Rapture was a city designed for people of only entrepreneurial spiritship. So there's no such thing as a free ride, or as Andrew Ryan would call a parasite. If you want to use the bathroom and you don't own a toilet, you pay to use the bathroom. If you want to use a bathysphere, you pay to use a bathysphere. It is unregulated, unfeatherable capitalism. So you'll see instances like this all throughout Rapture. And Rapture itself is a whole sad telling of how sometimes you need limitations. Let's look at this thuggish splicer here, for example. You'll notice that she's deformed. She has arm messed up. Face is all mutilated. This is from drug abuse. Drugs are not illegal in Rapture. They're actually sold like you would sell a hamburger. And everybody is just addicted to Adam, and it basically made the downfall of the city.
I haven't had a taste of Adam in weeks.
I don't need to hear your grousing. Go running to the lab, so desperate.
Maybe I will. I'm sick of it.
See, they're actually looking through the water right there for slugs.
With a message for the people. Remember, you are not alone. Think of me not as leader, but as mother to the Rapture family.
Pimp's making a movie tonight. This is sweet. Thank you, Loki. Thank you for the $10. But like, they're actually in the water right here, which you don't know yet, but they're looking for Adam slugs. And they're not ready to tussle with a Big Daddy, because generally the only way to get Adam is to get it through the Little Sisters or to buy it in the market. But the market's completely shot at this point, so the only way to get Adam is either through a slug or through a Little Sister.
am back in Rapture after so many years. The little ones I rescued are grown up and think of me no more. After what I once did to them, it was a joy to be forgotten. But now, all around the world, children vanish by the sea, kidnapped. And so I return, in fear of what I already know. Someone is making new little ones, continuing my work, my sins. Even if I am to die for it, I must stop them.
Fit to grovel at Lamb's feet. Run there. Run from the felon.
So let's talk about Tenenbaum. Tenenbaum is the one who figured out how to harness Adam in a way that they could be stored. Because Adam was very volatile, as you see what happened to Fontaine at the end of Bioshock 1, that if somebody, think of it as like fentanyl, like as soon as you touch it, it kind of like seeps into you and starts genetically processing you. And she found out little girls can actually take this and harness it as long as they do it before puberty. That's why all little girls are almost stuck in this like prepubescent state. Like, and she figured out the power to harness the little girls, and she hates herself for it because it basically ruined the entire city. And now somebody's coming along and creating new little sisters, thus harnessing Adam again. We got one of the rosy rivet guns just now. This is going to be basically like our revolver, but it's a little bit better than a revolver.
Barely made it down alive, but here it is, and it's real. Rapture. This is where that thing took my poor baby girl. From what I saw in the sub, most of the city's in ruins. But there were lights here and there, and shapes moving. I'm rambling and scared, I guess. But maybe, if I find this Dr. Lamb I keep hearing over the PA, I'll find Cindy too.
So that's Dave Metzer. That log was telling us that one of his daughters was kidnapped and brought to Rapture to become a little sister. That's what it is, and he's basically an ongoing side quest here in Bioshock 2. Like, which I'm doing this off memory, so like, excuse me if I mess some stuff up.
Big sister doesn't want you playing with me.
You can't actually die here, so don't bother healing or wasting ammo. That's a big sister. That's a tutorial fight.
This is Dr. Sophia Lamb with a message for the people. Remember, Big Sister is always watching. To steal Adam is to steal from the Rapture family. Your family.
Big sisters are essentially the new form of Big Daddy that Sophia Lamb created. This very first fight right here, though, you can't lose to her. Like I said, don't waste a med kit if you don't need to.
Diane insisted that we spend a weekend at the Adonis. And already I find myself seeking a respite from my vacation. She deems it necessary to chide me for working. The words dissolve into an endless animal bleat. I founded Rapture to be free of law and God, to live among those for whom work is our wage. Yet, when Diane speaks of bearing my child, I am given pause. Till now I had never considered my legacy. Perhaps after the new year.
He's referring to Diane McClintock, who died by the hands of Dr. Steinman in the first game. So what's going to happen here, as soon as we fall down in here, you're going to see a little sister go across the water here, and you're going to get a free heal. So don't heal. Who is Andrew Ryan in relation to Rapture? Andrew Ryan is the creator of Rapture. He's the businessman that funded the money to build the city underwater, that had the vision of a city with unfeathered capitalism. He was tired of like people saying, give your money to the church, give your money to the poor, give your money to the government. He wanted an economy that was 100% self-sufficient based on ideas.
In that suit, even the ocean cannot harm you. This is good. But Rapture is the death of many great men. Alone, you will not last long. You can still reach the train station. Find me there.
Andrew Ryan also had the hardest line of gaming history.
All right, diary. Last entry. Lizzie and I, we found a sphere, and we're going home.
I want to point this out while he's talking. This is Colonel from Metal Gear Solid. He's also Judicator Aldaris. Listen to the voice.
Ain't that right, baby? Next stop, topside.
Oh, I love you. It was you who saved us, Sammy. It was you, Button. What was that? What's that sound?
She's seen us. It's Lamb. Torpedo! Ah, I'm trying to...
So Sophia Lamb is killing people trying to get away from the city because she doesn't want people to know what's happening. And this is the bathysphere that she shot down. Hardest line in video game history: a man chooses, a slave obeys. What's the difference between a man and a slave? Money? Power? No. A man chooses, a slave obeys. This is the new Big Daddy. I forgot the name of him, but he's basically Rocket. He's basically a Rocket Big Daddy. He also has these little turrets right here you see happening. More rivets, but we're full on rivets. Fuel station. I like it when you call me Big Papa. The Rumbler. Yeah, they're called the Rumblers. Apparently a Bioshock movie's in development. Any thoughts on that, Pimp? I know Bioshock 4 is in development and is supposed to come back to Rapture. But here's a statue of Andrew Ryan, which we just came out of. But Ken Levine has nothing to do with Bioshock 4. So I'm not sure what it's going to be like. There's the big sister again. Thank you for the $10, Mr. F. But I haven't heard about a movie, no. Hey, T.
Ah, Herr Delta. You arrive as the little one said you would. Come upstairs to the ticket booth, and I will offer what I know of you.
Now we enter the first level, the Atlantic Express. Please use your safety gear. As you can see right here, here's a mail system in here. That's how mail gets around Rapture.
You understand that? 3.
Now most who survive are like this. Splicers. They're drug addicts. Vicious animals.
So now we get the new hacking tool. This is a hacking tool dispenser. I don't think this one's infinite. But you can grab a few here. And I'd grab as many as the game will allow you to get. So what you do is you shoot it. And you click when it's in the green. So over here you can also press square to hack. If you click it in the blue, you get a bonus. Security bots give you a little bit extra damage. So now we're going to get deep into like the actual combat of the game itself. So here's the first real combat encounter of the game. So let's talk about this combat encounter that we're about to go into. I don't know how many splicers are going to be, but generally the game is going to throw very few gun splicers in this first level and a lot of melee ones. 2 ways that you can go about killing them. You can do the shock and pop combo where you use your electro bolt and then hit them with the circle button, or you could headshot them with your rivet gun, or you can lure them into water and shock the water to kill them. If you shock the water, it becomes a damage pad, and any splicer that walks into it will kill them. That's the most efficient way to do it. But you don't really need to be too efficient as long as you explore.
This is Dr. Sophia Lamb. Andrew Ryan is dead, but the tyrant dwells within us all. Remember, we reject the gene. We reject the self. We reject the tyrant.
That was more anticlimactic than I thought it was going to be. I thought there was going to be at least 3 of them. Healing station. If you hit the blue, you get a free heal.
I'm told that the people grow tense and isolated in the absence of the sun. Now they clamor for a psychiatrist. Do they miss the state censor, I wonder? Wartime seizure of private assets? Or the checkup police vanishing them in the night? Regardless, this Lamb woman is said to be the foremost practitioner in her field. Fine. If she can quiet the rattling of the Great Chain's weakest links, I will leave her to it.
So we're about to go into another section here. As soon as you walk into this room, you're going to get ambushed by Sophia Lamb. Don't heal. This is another situation where you can't die.
I know you. That symbol on your hand marks you a dead man. 10 years, Subject Delta, since I watched you put a gun to your head and pull the trigger. But take heart. Out of your pain, paradise was born. I don't know how you survived, but your suffering is over now. These men will ease your burden. Please understand that like all I have done, this is an act of love.
It is Sophia Lamb. She has found you.
Right.
We're back to full health now. We'll be falling into the water. There is no real open world part of Bioshock 2. I don't know what you're referring to, Felix.
Now you know of the enemy we share, Sophia Lamb. The camera in your helmet allows me to watch through your eyes and help you to fight her.
If you look back there, you'll see that there's a audio log that we don't have access to. All right.
Careful, security cameras belong to Lamb. But if you are clever, they can be made to serve you.
So like, if you hack that security camera, it would actually clear this entire next room for you. Adam, $5. Love me some Bioshock. Recently purchased the System Shock remake. Am loving it. Great series of game. I couldn't get into the System Shock remake. I need to watch somebody play it.
Oh, what if it's the castle?
This is the part of the immersive world sim of the game itself. You can use cameras, enemies, magic power, turrets, world environment. There's so many ways to deal with it in an encounter. So like, think of it all-purpose encounters. This room with this camera is safe for the rest of the game. Cameras are like safe havens. There's another thing right here. So we see 3 guys standing there next to the fire. They're going to come into effect here soon.
Father, it's me, Eleanor. I know you're awake in there. I can feel it. Mother won't be able to toy with you like that ever again. This plasmid is for you. If I'm right, you can use it now. Please, find me.
So we get a new present here. We get telekinesis. Telekinesis is one of the coolest plasmids in the whole of Bioshock 2. It's one of the most useful, and you'll use it all the time.
Throw objects at foes. You can even catch grenades and throw them back.
So, like, let's go test it out. Remember that camera back here? We actually can go get another audio log.
Hello, Mr. Diary. Want to play? Actually, I'm quite busy right now, Miss Eleanor. Maybe later. Well, all right. But do you mind if I take you apart while I wait? I promise I'll put you back together.
Wait! You can't do that!
No! Wait! Eleanor!
Helen is up topside now, eyeballing with all the can-can girls. And if anybody gets lippy, pow, he's got the...
Alright, these 3 guys are have a conversation. They're actually going to be talking about Jack, which is the protagonist of the very first game. And that this is like a Bioshock 1 Easter egg.
Nuts. He saved a whole kindergarten full of cutesy little brats. And went up happy ever after. Hate pants. End of story.
He's gonna give a happy support when he's done. He's gone now, and Doc Lamb's amused.
Alright, so like this is set up so like, hey, let's throw shit at people.
Without me. No city without the Atlantic Express. Ryan took his first grand tour on my flagship coach. But these days, personal bathyspheres are all the rage. My rails only connect the oldest parts of Rapture now. And the city's just left me behind. Plenty of cash in the bank, though. This private vehicle craze will blow over soon.
This actually gets us back here. So basically, it lets you know that the Atlantic Express is only going to connect us to certain parts of Rapture, and people are using personal bathyspheres to get around. And Atlantic Express is in disrepair.
White is not black, Dr. Lamb. Down is not up, and straw is not gold.
Thank you, Red Hood. Thank you for the hoodlums, man.
Rapture is no miracle. It is a product of reason. Impossible unless 1 and 1 are 2, and A equates to A.
And yet, alone, each man is a prisoner to bias, dream, delusion, or the pain of a phantom limb. To one man, they are as real as rain. Reality is consensus, and the people are losing faith. Take a walk, Andrew. It is raining in Rapture, and you have simply chosen not to notice.
So we're gonna get attacked here on the way out. Nothing telekinesis can't handle. You can see they're using the shell of this train as a sleeping quarters.
These people are hooked on some kind of genetic wonder drug called Adam. I've read the word splicer scribbled on walls like a warning. One of them cornered me and Christ, his face. I had a gun, but I choked. And then out of nowhere, we both heard this singing. And he took off like hell on wheels. It sounded like a kid. A little girl. Cindy's alive. I know it in my gut.
Sophia Lamb is using the splicers against you. Most big daddies are like her slaves, guarding the little ones. But someone has awakened you.
I don't know what the whole door thing is, but it just shows you telekinesis.
I know of your bond with Eleanor Delta. To save yourself, you will come for her. But Eleanor has a destiny, one you cannot share. There is no place for you in paradise. In ethical psychiatry, we must account for the role of evolution. Depression, fits of panic, sexual pathos, all responses to ancient selection pressure. The irony is that this theory is why Ryan's people invited me here. They mistake my study of natural law for the worship of competition. Remember, Eleanor, one must know the beast before it can be slain.
Fun fact, Circus of Value is actually voiced by Ken Levine himself. So we're about to go into another big combat area. So this area is designed to test everything you know. It's like a horseshoe shaped. It has cameras, it has throwable items. It also has 5+ splicers that are going to attack you. So I always find it best to play on the air of caution. Surprise, surprise. I'm more of a person that kind of likes to play support. So what we're going to do is we're going to hack the camera. We're going to try to set up some throwables, and we'll hopefully get through this pretty easily.
Quickly, head for the elevator.
He's prettier now.
once you get to here, you're in the clear. I didn't do that well, but I got through it without dying.
Now, here is what the children tell me. You are a very old Big Daddy, bonded for life to a single little one. When you are apart for too long, your body begins to shut down like a coma. As long as the girl is in the Rapture, you are trapped here as well. The name of your little one is Eleanor Lamb, daughter of Sophia. She is kept at Fontaine Futuristics on the other side of the city. You must go there and save her before it is too late.
Webby, fucking leave, dude. So we get a new trap bolt here. You actually can pick these up too. You get trap rivets, which you can set up as little damage things.
Dr. Su Chong's death was a nasty blow to the Protector program, but I'm gradually settling into his role, picking up the slack that his carelessness left behind. We are gaining steam again, but I'm not satisfied. Yes, the Big Daddy defends the girl, but he is programmed only for the fight, like a sheepdog who wanders off unless a wolf is tearing at his flock. When no aggressor is present, he regards his little sister as he might a common houseplant. We need something more, something stronger, an unbreakable physiological bond.
All right, so let's go and start this off right. All right, so this area is going to be one of those areas where like enemies are going to start coming for us. We're going to set some traps up. We're going to pre-trap it.
Here, in the ticket booth. Press the button so we can speak face to face. You see? This is why I must fight Sophia Lamb. She is using the new little ones for something. And I have returned to rescue them. If I do not, more children will die for my sins. And the Rapture nightmare will repeat forever. Now, we must talk.
Citizens of Rapture, this is Subject Delta. Behind that mask hides an enemy of the people, without soul or sympathy. It is a beast apart, and as family, we must tear out its jaw and drive it back into the sea.
Lamb will take this place apart to fight you. Please hold back the splicers until we escape.
All right. So we want to put headshots on people as best as possible.
Thank you. Now I must leave you, and I am sorry for this. But there are others I must help before the city drowns. This man Sinclair, he is an ally, and will guide you to Eleanor. Goodbye, Herr Delta. And good luck.
Well, look at you. A bona fide knight in armor, complete with iron horse. The name's Augustus Sinclair Sport, Esquire. Old Tenenbaum and I share an interest in the old Fontaine building, the very same place you'll find Eleanor Lamb. I think you and I can do business. Take the train to Ryan Amusements. I'll see you shortly.
Got one more thing here.
Sophia Lamb has taken Rapture and is responsible for stealing children from the surface. Her splicers destroyed my submersible and forced me to run. But the ticket booth here is secure, and though I cannot trust him, Sinclair is a valuable ally. I have already rescued a few of the new little ones from Lamb. They all want to know how we will get home. I wish I had the right words for them.
Wings, what's your perks for Fallout 4 run? I want to try something new. Usually invest in luck perks. Like, a fun perk would be stealth pickpocket. And only use... I don't know. Here's a... I don't want Fallout 4. I always want to do a Fallout New Vegas run with just the Silence 22. That's what it makes me think about.
Whoa there. Now better apply the brakes unless you're aiming to dash yourself against that glacier up ahead.
Welcome to level 2. Ryan Amusements.
As you can see, Chief, the station here's iced over. To reach Eleanor Lamb at Fontaine headquarters, we'll have to clear the way. Now, in order to melt that ice, you'll need a plasmid, like a handful of hellfire. We used to sell a fine old product called Incinerate in the amusement park up yonder. Go on and find a way in. I've already been on all the rides.
I think this is where we're going to stop for the night, guys. We'll pick this up next week. Thanks everybody for coming out this stream. Thanks everybody who threw some money my way. Thanks everybody for the love. Yo, Wings, you 39? Google tripping, I think. Yeah, no, I'm 39. Turn 40 next year. I'm not doing that, T. The answer is Kelly, Kelly, and Kelly. Maybe kill Becky. Thanks everybody for hanging out with me. Appreciate the love, guys.